What's up everyone, my name is RoyaleRebelle, and in this video I'm going over the attributes and abilities of the victims in the upcoming horror game Texas Chainsaw Massacre. As a quick disclaimer, the game does not release until August 18th, and while I'm confident there won't be any massive changes made between now and then, there is still a possibility that could happen. In Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there are 5 different victims you can play as: Connie, Leland, Sunny, Julie, and Anna. There are also 5 character stats that can be tweaked based on points players spend in the skill trees. Those attribute categories are toughness, endurance, strength, proficiency, and stealth. Toughness is a victim's ability to take blows. With higher toughness, victims are able to take more damage before becoming incapacitated. It also gives you a shorter recovery time. This is the stat that gives you higher survivability. Endurance revolves around the stamina pool. It allows victims to recover stamina more quickly. Strength allows victims to become more effective when facing off against members of the family. It affects the duration of stuns from sneak attacks, grappling, and bursting out of hiding spots. It also affects the time to escape restraints, opening crawl spaces, and turning off the generator. Proficiency is how well a victim can accomplish a skilled task, such as lock picking. There will never be a survivor who won't be able to pick a lock, but the higher proficiency, the easier and faster it is to do. And finally, stealth. This attribute influences the victim's ability to perform actions silently. It does not affect survivors' ability to hide in shadows or bushes. While I wasn't able to see the base stats look like for each character during the technical test, I'm assuming they'll have different levels that synergize with the abilities. Like Connie seems to be more of a stealth character, so I imagine her attributes will lean more towards stealth and proficiency. Sunny, I have a feeling, will fall into a cliche role of having high endurance and either high toughness or strength. In terms of abilities, these are the special abilities for each of the victims. Connie's ability is called Focused Ability. It allows her to pick locks faster at the cost of stamina and family proximity warnings. It also allows her to pick locks without consuming the lockpick. Of the victims, this one's my favorite. There are so many locked doors, you're pretty much guaranteed to get value out of this, and the locked doors being the primary barrier in early game means you'll likely be one of the first victims out of the basement with this character. Sunny's ability is called Heightened Sense. It gives Sunny a situational awareness buff that allows him to detect noises made by anyone nearby and track their movements. Honestly, during the technical test, I didn't get much value out of it, but in hindsight, learning what it is explains why. I just wasn't near anybody making any sounds. This is a great ability for both altruistic and solo playstyles. It should allow you to group up with nearby victims as well as give you insight to where the family is so you can avoid them. Julie's ability is called Ultimate Escape. While active, Julie cannot be tracked by the family and gets a reduced stamina drain while sprinting. This one sounds like another top ability for me because especially when you're out of the basement, the need for moving faster and being undetected is so important. It'll help you get to objectives faster, and being unable to be tracked means the family won't figure out what objectives you're working on as easy, and the reduced stamina drain means you'll be able to prolong chases and save yourself from taking damage. Leland's ability is Lifesaver. Leland's ability allows him to stun a family member with a bump charge. This is a great ability for bold victims because it does require you to be in close proximity with the family, and it'll allow players to save fellow victims and is really just, in my opinion, built for an altruistic player. And then finally, Anna's ability, Pain is Nothing. This ability reduces the amount of damage she takes from falls and attacks. It also works as a temporary immunity from the effects of poison. I wish I had had a better understanding of the abilities during the technical test because I would love to see how this plays out. Especially because as the test went on, it seemed to get a bit easier for the family because victim spawns didn't change too much, whereas the objectives to escape are procedurally generated, and learning those spawn points is going to be a huge part of learning how to play a victim. Now, all of these characters have skill trees, so these abilities can be tweaked as players level up to suit different playstyles. How exactly it will change outside of cooldown timings has yet to be announced. But these are the victim attributes and abilities. What do you guys think? Which one do you think is your favorite? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so I can bring you more Texas Chainsaw Massacre content. And if you want to see me when I go live on Twitch, don't forget to follow me there so you can be notified of when I go live.